If you're planning a European Christmas market trip for this holiday season, we did 6 cities in a week last year, and I feel like it was a pretty good itinerary. So if you're looking for ideas, here's what we did. Our trip centered around Cologne and Strasbourg, which are two quintessential Christmas market cities, and we got around exclusively by train. Frankfurt was our first city, mainly because it was our flying in point in order to get to Cologne, and we decided to spend one night here. The city itself is pretty small. There is a handful of markets here, but they're also pretty small and located quite close to one another, so I would say one day here was the perfect amount of time. If you're here, make sure you check out the City Beach Christmas Market. It's kind of a hidden gem because it's located on the rooftop of a building that has a beach club in the summer, I believe, and converts into a Christmas market in the winter, and it has some of the best panoramic views of the city. Next up is Cologne, which I consider to be a non-negotiable when it comes to Christmas markets. Germany is the birthplace of these Christmas markets, so they have the most traditional and authentic of the bunch. Cologne is just on another level, from their most famous market under the cathedral to at least 5 more sprinkled throughout the city with their own unique themes. We spent 2 nights here, which was enough to see them all, as well as do some sightseeing. There's a lot of museums and churches to visit, including the Lindt Chocolate Museum. And if you have an extra day here, you can always make a day trip to Aachen, which is just a 35-minute train ride away. Our next stop was Basel in Switzerland, which was considerably smaller than Cologne, but with still quite a few markets. And to our surprise, Basel had the best food of all the markets we went to. Definitely recommend trying a raclette or fondue. They had these hollowed out baguettes that they poured fondue into, and these deep fried apple rings that were absolutely to die for. There was one especially unique market here, the Adventsgasse market, which was pretty much completely food driven, but specifically international foods, so that was pretty cool. And another great thing about Basel is that a stay in any accommodation in town automatically includes a free unlimited public transport pass that allows you to take the tramway system. You could easily do Basel in one night. We chose to do 2 because we took the next day as an opportunity to go to Mulhouse, which is right across the border in the Alsace region of France. I really wanted to go to Mulhouse because they have a history of textile manufacturing and a yearly tradition where a local artist will design the Christmas fabric pattern that they'll use to decorate all the markets with, including the town hall. It's a print that pulls from Alsatian tradition and motifs, and you can buy the actual fabric itself in the town hall museum, as well as other handmade items that use the fabric. Mulhouse also has the Musée National de l'Automobile, which has the largest collection of Bugattis in the world. From Basel, we made our way to Strasbourg, which is another non-negotiable Christmas market city in my opinion. You could seriously make a whole itinerary just out of the Alsace region in France. It's such a beautiful region and classic for its Christmas market scene. On our way there, we made a pit stop to Colmar, and if you're debating between villages in this region, I would definitely prioritize Colmar. It's probably the most famous and beautiful of this region, and it really comes alive during the holiday season. This was probably our favorite town out of our entire trip. It was so beautiful, felt like it was just out of a fairy tale. One thing I would recommend here is arriving as early as possible, or maybe even spending a night here if you have the time for it. This place gets crowded fast with people, as people mainly plan day trips here. We arrived around 10 a.m. and it was still quite crowded. We spent 2 nights in Strasbourg, which has claimed the title of Christmas capital, and for good reason. During the holiday period, the entire town transforms itself into basically a Christmas village. There are decorations that line every street corner, and there are markets everywhere to experience. Strasbourg has the largest Christmas tree in the world, with a light show that occurs every hour in the evenings. There's also an observation deck on the top of the Strasbourg Cathedral that leads to sweeping views over the entire city and markets. This was by far the most festive of the Christmas market cities we had been to, so if you're looking for a pure Christmas experience, this is the city to add to your itinerary.